human brain is the most complicated object in the known universe. It's more complicated than the working of a star. It's more complicated than solar systems. It's more complicated than the objects in galaxies.
I have a dream.
I can't imagine that nature, whatever you believe, nature or the Creator, put that thing between your two ears so that you would use some tiny percentage of it. I can't believe that that's the case. The notion of education being for a few people, that's absurd. That is literally absurd. Our why, our reason for existence, is to construct the public university which is serving the success of the democracy, the success of the people and their families directly, with intent, with purpose, with differentiation, with responsibility, with measurement, with creativity, with all the things that we can bring to bear. That's what this is about.
If you think about the audaciousness of that an institution says it's going to take fundamental responsibility for society, for someone like me, I want to be part of that.
Every single one of us is a one of a kind. We exist on Earth for this brief period of time, and that one unique opportunity that you have cannot be wasted. It needs to be maximized to its fullest extent.
What does it mean for us to be able to say, we have something for you, specifically for you and for the 6 other people in your small town? I think that's one of the things that gets missed, is the fact that we can reach 10 million people or we can reach 10 people. And all of them get the same kind of engagement from us and the same kinds of commitments to say, we want to help you create a future of your own making.
Access and excellence. We need to give access. We need to create inclusive communities, but it's because that's going to make us all more excellent in our sciences and in our ability to use our scientific knowledge to solve grand challenges.
The dual pursuit of access and excellence is not just operationally expedient, it's not just economically expedient, it's not just fiscally expedient, it's morally expedient. It's the path to a meaningful social progress for this country and for the world.
To take an institution and reorient it to a social impact is something that is what universities should be about, but we've forgotten about.
There's a reason why over 100,000 students go to ASU, because their doors are open to everyone. Everyone deserves an education. Everyone deserves an opportunity. And Michael Crow has almost single-handedly cracked the code on the role and responsibility of a public university.
Well, one of my favorite moments, I was on stage. Mike said, I want you to pay attention to what we're about to say. And then he announced, all of you who have someone getting a college degree for the first time, maybe for the first time in your family, stand up. 70% of the crowd stood up. That says it all. They were there because they wanted an education. It was their opportunity.
We have to take on responsibility. So this notion of taking on responsibility is really, really important.
We have to change the world now. We have to change it now. We cannot wait. And ASU is the place that says, you have to change it now. What do you need to take it to the next level?
It is important that we have models. It is important that young people look and say, oh, I belong there. So that gives me great joy and the responsibility of knowing that it's my shoulders they're going to stand on. I often tell them, I'm just holding the space for you. I am holding the space for you. And when you're ready, I'll be ready to go.
I felt like I was bringing my personality and my value to this school, and I felt like I was a part of something that was going to be really big.
My voice has been something that I have discovered within the years, and it's something that I will forever be grateful.
What you can achieve here is limited only by your imagination.
It's a really unique situation to be here at ASU. It's like being in the front seat of the educational revolution.
What we learn here has a potential to influence the entire globe and humans living everywhere.
I want to be at a place that believes that it can keep improving every year and wants to improve every year and expects that the way that we impact our community and the world should improve every year. That's where I want to be.
And what drives me is this notion of the individual human and the individual human mind being able to become this powerful force. You know, we've dreamt about this in art and literature and culture for thousands of years, and we're just now to the point where I'm 100% convinced that we can make it happen.
Walter himself would likely conclude, that's the way it is.
And eventually, if we want to stabilize the CO2,
just coming into our newsroom. Starting Monday, ASU is moving all of its in-person classes to online classes in order to protect students from the coronavirus. President Michael Crow announced...
Confirmed. President, safely.
Successfully build a more sustainable future without your help. But with your help, I'm convinced we can.
Oh, happy, happy birthday to you, Sparky, this is your day.
Welcome to the Fall 2023 College of Global Futures Convocation. We ask all guests to take their seats in preparation for the start of today's ceremony. We would like to remind everyone to please turn off or silence your cell phones. Thank you.
Arizona State University is located in Indian Country. There are 22 tribal nations in Arizona. ASU's campuses are situated on the homelands of many indigenous peoples, including the Akimel, O'odham, and Peepash.
Arizona State University recognizes the original inhabitants of these lands
and recognizes that they still reside throughout the Phoenix metropolitan area.
And we recognize the impact of their wisdom and generosity towards us.
If you've flown into the valley, you have undoubtedly seen the Salt River Project canals that surround the area.
Those modern-day canals follow the framework of the canals originally constructed by ancestral Sonoran Desert people, Huhulcum, to make this area both livable and a place where peoples could thrive.
We acknowledge that the modern-day indigenous nations that descended from the ancestral peoples are the original inhabitants of this land.
Okay, platform party members, graduates, and guests, please be seated. You're waiting for that, right? Thanks to our drummers, Samuel Pena and Nick McGregor. Good afternoon, and welcome to Arizona State University. My name is Michael Barton. I'm a professor and associate director of the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, and I have the honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. The College of Global Futures and the Juliana Wrigley Global Futures Laboratory, together with the university administrators, faculty, staff, welcome you, our guests, to the College of Global Futures Fall 2023 Convocation. The word university, as we use it now, comes from a 1,000-year-old Latin phrase meaning the community of teachers and scholars, as opposed to individuals who learned and taught in isolation. We're here today to recognize and welcome the graduating students who've earned their place in this universal community. This is our college's fifth in-person convocation, and we're thrilled to share it with you all. So I would now like to introduce our distinguished platform party. Please stand when you're introduced. We're joined by leadership from our college, Vice Dean Mickey Kittleson, Associate Dean of Students Sharon Hall. Additionally, we have a special guest that's come all the way from Guyana. Please welcome Vice Chancellor from the University of Guyana, Professor Paloma Mohammed. The College of Global Futures includes programs from the School for the Future of Innovation and Society, the School of Sustainability, the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, and the School of Ocean Futures. We're pleased to have representatives from these programs on stage with us, as well as me, including directors Eusebio Scornavaca and Josh Abbott. Also joining us are faculty from the colleges and schools and administration and faculty. Please stand. Okay, so you all can sit down. You're good. Before we start the ceremony, we have a brief message from President Crow.
Hi, Michael Crow here, president of ASU. I just want to congratulate all of you here at each of your convocations, and we have a couple dozen of these around the institution. Just congratulate you on your successful journey through ASU. You've come to one of the great universities on the planet. You've met with great faculty. You may not have realized that our faculty are as great as they are. You will, over your lifetime, begin to remember and think and connect and so forth and so on. But I just want to say congratulations. We're very proud of you. We're proud of the fact that you have been able to find your pathway to become a master learner. We're not really here. People say, well, you're trying to train me to do a job. We're not trying to train anybody to do anything. We're trying to take your brain, which is, if you look this up on the internet, the most complicated thing in the known universe. We're trying to take that one that's between your two ears, and we're trying to empower it. We're trying to upgrade it. We're trying to take it to its natural state. The human mind wants to discover, it wants to learn, it wants to create, it wants to solve problems, it wants to be creative, it wants to build families, it wants to make all these things happen. And what we've done is we've found a way to accelerate that, to enhance the learning. You've persevered, you've optimized your talent, you found pathways, but none of you got here on your own. I mean, in fact, all of us are nothing but the product of all of those that came before us, the product of the decisions made well or not well by our families, our teachers, our leaders that we've interacted with, our siblings and others. So all of you should reach out and thank your family, thank your teachers, thank your ASU faculty, thank your mentors, thank your friends that have helped you to get this far. It's really important for you to be thankful. You got one life. Lead it with gusto, advance on some mission that you've got to achieve something or some things, and go out there and make things happen. And so at the end of the day, you're connected to us for life. Stay connected to ASU, and let's go out there and make things happen. So go Devils.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mickey Kittleson to provide a welcome from the College of Global Futures. Vice Dean Kittleson.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the beginning of an exciting new chapter in your lives. I want to congratulate you on this tremendous achievement. As we celebrate you today, I ask that you reflect on the community, the parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, mentors, and beyond that helped you to arrive at this moment. Your success is the success of many who dared to hope for a better and brighter future, and I commend you for making them proud. The future that we often speak of is closer than you think. You came to the College of Global Futures to address the world's most pressing problems. You chose your areas of study to explore sustainability, complexity, responsible innovation in ways that will benefit humankind. In what ways will you use the skills you acquired here to help shape a better tomorrow? The challenges facing our planet are layered and multifaceted, but who better than you to address their complexity? Your robust education, your unique experiences, and your diverse backgrounds have prepared you to enact swift and positive changes for generations to come. Now, how can I be so sure of this? Because you are the experts in your field. You are problem solvers. They call you the change makers for a reason. You understand the challenges facing our planet from a holistic perspective. I'm proud to share that in the year following graduation, 90% of graduates with a bachelor's degree from the College of Global Futures are employed in a degree-related field or go on to graduate school. And that rate is 95% for students with master's degrees from the College of Global Futures. Graduates from our college have gone on to start careers at ICF International, Air Force CyberWorks, Vox Global, the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality. That's just to name a few. Like you, the College of Global Futures and its 4 distinct schools, the School of Sustainability, the School for the Future of Innovation and Society, the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, and the School of Ocean Futures, they've made tremendous achievements. For example, this summer, the School of Sustainability was awarded nearly $5 million as part of the USDA NextGen grant to support students studying sustainable food systems. Professor Kathleen Merrigan, who co-led Global Futures in this effort, is our celebrated college marshal this semester. Achievements such as these are not possible without the community that make up our college. The students, their support networks, our faculty, our staff. Each of you brings unique perspectives woven from your diverse backgrounds and your personal journeys. As a first-generation college student myself, I'm proud to be part of a university that celebrates inclusion in all of its capacities. True progress and innovation stems from a collaboration of diverse minds coming together to develop groundbreaking solutions to the world's most complex problems. My hope for the class of 2023 is that the resources and knowledge at your disposal give you the agency to shape a new future in which humankind can thrive on a healthy and sustainable planet. Thank you for all of your hard work, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Professor Eusebio Cuernavaca, Interim Director of the School for Innovation and Society, will now introduce the outstanding undergraduate and outstanding graduate from the College of Global Futures.
Graduates, who's ready to change the world? Tell me. That's good. So, thank you for joining us today. Now, I have the pleasure of talking about 2 students that were chosen as the outstanding undergrad and graduate students from the College of Global Futures, both of them from the School for the Future of Innovation and Society. So I'll begin with our undergrad outstanding student, Donald Christoph Jr., an incredible journey. In early 1982, while he was standing in an employment office to sign up for his weekly benefit, Don overheard the staff discussing a computer science degree program at Penn State that were having trouble to find students. He immediately signed up for that, and in December 1983, he received his associate degree, launching him on a 4-decades-long career in computer technology. Today, in addition to being the college's outstanding undergraduate, he's also a national director of sales for a California-based technology company that provides SaaS solutions to governments. Don's passionate about technology and climate change, and had engaged in activism throughout his life. But in November 2021, he came to the conclusion that to center his activism and be more effective at it, he needed a deeper understanding of things that he was passionate about. So he entered ASU Online as a liberal arts major, but found the College of Global Futures right away and joined the Innovation in Society and Sustainability programs. During his 2 years with us, Don was a positive, energetic, inspirational influence on all those that he met. And we're lucky to be keeping him around for a little longer. In January 2024, he will start a new chapter of his educational journey, work towards his master's degree in biomimicry here at ASU. Don couldn't be with us here today, but he wanted to share these words from the philosopher Rumi. What you seek is seeking you. And he reminds us that all that to find you need eyes wide open, sleeves rolled up, and unshakable faith based on hope. So thank you, Don, and congratulations. Now it's time for our outstanding graduate student. So our outstanding graduate student joins us here on the platform party because she was also chosen to be our student speaker. Jamie Winterton was already an accomplished researcher and research leader when she entered the HSD program. As a senior director of research and strategy for ASU's Global Security Initiative, she successfully helped to build a formidable portfolio of research around security domains ranging from cybersecurity and human AI teaming to disinformation and strategic influence and so forth. She's also widely recognized and sought after expert in cybersecurity. Her work lies directly at the nexus of advancing technologies and capabilities and societal impact. And this is what drew her into the Human and Social Dimensions of Science and Technology PhD program. In her dissertation, Jamie masterfully wove together her expertise in physics and cybersecurity with a nuance of understanding of the complex interplay between technology and society to derive a high novel framework for assessing cybersecurity risks. Drawing on physics and Lagrangian mechanics, she developed and tested new social technical systems-based approach to identifying conflicting incentives in the United States federal cybersecurity policy. That's a lot of work, folks. And her work is not only highly original, but also addresses the critical challenges in cybersecurity policy that are directly in line with the mission of SFIS to ensure positive futures as many people, to as many people as possible. And also ASU commitment to assuming fundamental responsibility for the economic, social, cultural, and overall health of the communities we serve. In addition to her professional leadership here at ASU, resulting in significant growth in ASU faculty contracts with DARPA and other components of the national intelligence community, Jamie was also recognized as one of the top 50 leaders in Arizona in 2023 by Women We Admire. Please turn your attention to the video to learn more about Jamie.
My name's Jamie Winterton. I'm receiving my PhD in Human and Social Dimensions of Science and Technology from the College of Global Futures. I started a professional job here at ASU a little over 9 years ago, so the Senior Director of Research Strategy at the Global Security Initiative. After a couple of years, I noticed that there were a lot of interesting PhD programs, and just being able to have the opportunity to get into my own line of research again and have an opportunity to think deeply about things that I cared about was a great opportunity. So this particular program, the Human and Social Dimensions of Science and Technology, is a very flexible program. It allowed me to pull classes from different places within the university and put together something that worked for me as a professional and as a parent and as a student. I had to be very careful about my time management, and I had to be very intentional about what it was that I decided to do and what it was that I left on the table. So I took classes one at a time instead of multiple classes at a time. But I found that the program was really flexible and everybody was very supportive, and so I was able to get past those hurdles and get to the degree. Well, I didn't wait until after graduation to have plans. I started 2 weeks ago as Chief Research Officer at a company called Boston Fusion Corporation. I think if I were going to give any advice, it would just be to find your why. What's going to be better in the future because you were here today? And if you really have that answered, then you'll make it through no matter what hurdles you face. There are so many people that I could thank for helping me to get to my degree and to being the outstanding graduate. But I would have to, if I had to only pick one, I would pick my son. So if there's one person I'm thanking, it's you, Ezra. I really appreciate you. Love you, kiddo.
So please welcome our student speaker and outstanding graduate, Jamie Winterton.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction and for the honor of addressing this group today. Let me start with a question. Who cares? This question was posed by George H. Heilmeyer, former director of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, in the late 1970s. It's one of a set of questions, often referred to as the Heilmeyer questions, used by defense and intelligence agencies to evaluate new research ideas. But it turns out these questions are pretty useful outside defense as well. It's important to ask ourselves things like, what are you trying to do? What are the risks? If you're a success, what difference will it make when we're starting something new? I could go on at length about all the Heilmeyer questions, and some of you know that from firsthand experience. But instead, I want to focus on my favorite, who cares? And I'll tell you about my big who cares moment from early on in my own career. I was a few years out of graduate school. That was the first time I went to graduate school. And I was working as a research scientist at Lockheed Martin, a defense research company. I had my first technical lead role. A technical lead is the person that designs the research projects and makes sure everything goes according to plan, as much as you can with research anyway. And for this project, our goal was to help helicopter pilots find safe places to land. So I was thrilled when I had the opportunity to speak with a group of them. I remember asking them, what kind of tools do you use to do your jobs? Were so many different options? What ones do you like best? Which work the best in different scenarios? I thought I'd get a long list of different sensors, algorithms, tools, and techniques, but I didn't. Basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, they told me, we don't understand any of your nerd stuff, we don't trust it, so we don't use it. Wow. We, and not just my team, but the defense research community in general, had put so much time and effort into research and development on this topic, and what was it for? It wasn't that the pilots didn't care about safety, they very much did, but we, the researchers, didn't understand the pilots. We were doing research from our perspective instead of theirs, and as a result, our work wasn't accessible by the people who really needed it. We failed because we hadn't answered the question, who cares? That wow moment was a turning point in my career. I led several more research projects focused on helicopter landing zones, and I started each project by asking the right questions to the right people and listening closely to the answers. I took the time to get to know them and understand the challenges of their work. And after a few years, our research was being used by helicopter pilots who were flying missions in very dangerous areas. I left Lockheed Martin after 11 years and came here to Arizona State University to help build the Global Security Initiative. A few years ago, I was on a panel at the law school chatting with a retired Marine before the event. And I told him my Who Cares story. When I finished, he paused and he said, "I know. I used the tools you created to get my troops out of harm's way. What you did, it mattered." That was another wow moment for me, but this time it was in a good way. Of course, I didn't do it alone. I had an amazing team who worked on all the projects with me, and I could not have done it without them. Just like all of us who are graduating here today, we each have an amazing team. So as we celebrate our graduations, let's also celebrate the people who made this possible for us. The parents, the children, family, friends, and colleagues. Your support was essential. Through the late nights, the early mornings, the long papers, and the endless reading assignments, you were there for us. Some of us might have talked about Foucault a little too much at the dinner table. Some of us might have complained far too much about dissertation format review. But even so, you were there for us the whole way. And so we celebrate you today as well. Let's go back to my first question. Who cares? Graduates, whose lives will be better tomorrow because we were here today? Who will we lift up with our knowledge and experience? And who will we reach outside the walls of the university? Think about that. And that's your answer to who cares. Go do great things. Thanks so much.
In addition to the college's outstanding students, each school has selected one outstanding undergraduate and one outstanding graduate student. From the School of Sustainability, Claudia Lumby, graduating with a bachelor's degree of arts in sustainability. I thought we had a video on this. Jake Swanson, graduating with a Master of Science in Sustainability. From the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, Robin Berry, graduating with a Master of Science in Biomimicry. And from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Donald Christoph, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Innovation in Society, and Jamie Winterton, graduating with a PhD in Human and Social Dimensions of Science. Congratulations all. So ASU has had a tradition started in 1901, right, of awarding the Moore Award. The Moore Award is overseen by the Alumni Association and is given to undergraduate students who have earned a 4.0 GPA while completing all the work at ASU in no more than 8 semesters. Now, I first learned about the Moore Award 7 years ago, not because I was here, but it's when another sustainability graduate received it. That's my daughter. And this award encouraged her to go on to earn a graduate degree and start a career as a sustainability scientist. So it gives me special pleasure to announce this year's Moore Award recipients for our college here for fall of 2023. Gabriel Amarada and Sioma Angulo. Elora Bivakwa and Adeline Hegden. And finally, Kate Montgomery. Congratulations. Now we'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our graduates that are veterans, building their country's future through their service and their scholarship. So will those students who've served in the military please stand up and be recognized? And echoing what Jamie said, we'd also like to acknowledge the family, friends, and colleagues of our graduates. Your unwavering support in their academic journey has been invaluable. Would all the family members, friends, and colleagues of the graduates of the College of Global Futures please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being there. Well, so now it's time to present the College of Global Futures graduates. Dr. Mary Jane Parmentier, Deputy Director and Clinical Professor in the School for the Future of Innovation and Society, and Dr. Michael Schoon, Graduate Director and Associate Professor in the School of Sustainability, will present the doctoral candidates. Would the doctoral candidates please rise and come forward?
Hi, everyone. Vice Dean Kittleson and distinguished guests, we have the honor to present to you the candidates for doctoral degrees. Upon recommendation by the faculty of the schools, we're pleased to present them to you. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Doctor of Philosophy degrees in the Human and Social Dimensions of Science and Technology, Elena Sarah George. Jae-Shu Wong. Barbara Hickman Y. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Doctor of Philosophy in Innovation and Global Development. Sydney Armstrong. Christopher Joseph Barton. Jamie Winterton. Mahendra Kanhai. Girendra Persad. Dwayne Renville. Diana Secharan. Devon Richard Walter Van Veen. We will now present master's candidates. Vice Dean Kittleson and distinguished guests, we have the honor to present to you the candidates for master's degrees. Upon recommendation by the faculty of the schools, we are pleased to present them to you. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Master of Science in Global Technology and Development, Nicole Cox. Marietta Nedelkova. Ashley Nicole Perry. Felicia Turner. Now, School of Complex Adaptive Systems, the Master of Science in Biomimicry. Kane Antonio. Robin Berry. Maya Renee Giffen. Yasmin Saraf. Daniel Kenneth Simmons. Morag Margaret Ann Foster Thornton.
For the School of Sustainability, Executive Master of Sustainability Leadership, David Glenn Burgess. Benjamin Wesley Cherry. Laura Wilkinson Sinton. Now the Masters of Science in Sustainability. Jake Swanson. Oh, do we have a medallion? Okay. Now for the Masters of Science in Sustainable Food Systems. Allison Grace Perkins. The Master of Science in Sustainability Leadership, Jocelyn Azeda. Kelly Balucci. Jennifer Antonia Barone. Carmia Bell Frazier. Kaylin Glenn. Ashley Jordan Hannig. Sarah Jameson. Paulina Marie Martin. Mikita Morris. Kristen Murphy. Devron Lovick. Nadine O'Boyle. Karen Perisinoto. Karishma Purwal. Rachel Showalter. Cody Ewell Sterner. Now for the Masters in Sustainability Solutions. Molly Jordan Longton.
Vice Dean Kittleson and distinguished guests, we have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees. Upon recommendation by the faculty of the schools, we are pleased to present them to you. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Innovation in Society. Lauren Elizabeth Richards. Gabriel Amarata. Denny Miguel Gutierrez.
For the School of Sustainability, degrees in sustainability. Eliza White. Danielle Nicole Hadley. Michelle Refrezo. Daniel Josiah Baugh. Caddison Willis. Junrei Arias Piojo. Sarah Nicole Fraxilia. Amy Diane Oliver. Josette Lane Yosemite Mood. Jaehao Lee. Shakara Christy Okoye. Sydney Austin. Emma Jade Ivonuk. Sydney Bell O'Connor. Shayna Grace Green. Julia Catherine Morici. Nicholas Joseph Nauser. Chinmai Maihar Kankipati. Marta Puentes. Brianna Marie Staley. Stephen Chacon. Olivia Parker Swenson. Armand Slouf. Daryl Chang. Hannah Rose Jeffries. Emily Anne-Marie Ernstine. Courtney Michelle St. Clair. Jade Cox Tobias. Nicole M. Lettner. Naif Ahmed Al Abdulal. Patricia Stoika. Chelsea Lee Kasny. Eleanor May Kelleher. Alex Riley Birkeland. Avery L. Becker. Emily Amanda Mitchell. Alora Bavacqua. Adeline Asha Hegde. Amanda Renee Gomez. Robert Courier. Kate Montgomery. Violet Ray Guzman. Renee Angeli Ogaka Villarino. Cladisa Savell. Xiomara Angelo. Joy Esther Lloyd.
Distinguished guests, Arizona State University and the College of Global Futures proudly present to you the graduate and baccalaureate fall class of 2023.
I'd now like to introduce our alumni speaker, Amy Hill. Amy graduated with distinction in May of 2023 from the School of Sustainability with a Master's in Sustainability Leadership. Amy is the operations manager at Phoenix Country Day School, where she teaches sustainability to students and faculty each year. Her primary focus is to embed sustainability throughout the campus and community. She finds creative ways to use outdoor spaces for innovative educational approaches that foster a deeper connection between students and the world around them. For example, she's developed a thriving school garden-to-table program and a pollinator gardens. She also, on top of this, serves as vice chair of the Arizona State University Global Futures Alumni Board. So please welcome Amy Hill.
Thank you, Vice Dean Kittleson, professors and staff. Congratulations to all the graduates and family and friends of these accomplished individuals. After graduating in May last year, I did some fun reading. One book, The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. She's the creator of Grey's Anatomy and tons of other top-rated shows. Basically, although being highly successful, she did not take risk in her personal or professional life that were outside of her comfort zone until she decided to say yes for 1 year to all opportunities. This book really resonated with me. When I received the email to be involved in the College of Global Futures Alumni Board, I replied yes. When I received the call to represent the Alumni Board by giving this speech, again, I answered yes. We live in the most amazing moment in time. How fortunate are we to be here in the Earth's 4.5 billion year run with 100 billion people who have lived and died alive at this time of potential extinction level events and tipping points. When science and technology might not have all the answers, but are indispensable to any solution, what are the odds that we are here now with the knowledge gained from the College of Global Futures with so much on the line? Your grit, persistence, and willingness to turn toward the climate challenges are why you are here today. When there is more at stake now than ever before, when every degree matters, every year matters, and your contribution matters. You are here, you are ready, your work begins today. Innovate, make an impact, and connect with others. Keep listening, reading, keep listening, reading, and get to know yourself better. Pay attention to what you enjoy and what you are good at. Keep yourself healthy and mentally strong. Be your own advocate. Give yourself a high five, bam, in the mirror daily. Do the superhero pose daily. And practice gratitude in a meaningful way. We need you strong and able to continue turning toward the climate challenges. The sustainability framework of values, systems, future, and strategic thinking aids me daily as I work to embed a sustainable mindset throughout my school's campus. I have utilized the tools from EMS 523 Strategic Sustainability and Leadership class to invoke organizational change, and during a recent CGF Alumni Committee meeting, it was discussed how best to connect with current students, and we decided our next step would be to develop SMART goals. And secretly, I was thinking, yes, SMART goals, I know how to do that. Purpose creates true satisfaction and happiness. Find your purpose, no matter if it's planting trees to add shade equity, teaching regenerative or sustainability practices at a school, or creating a shift inside a huge corporation. Purpose creates true satisfaction and happiness. From the words of Steve Jobs in his Stanford graduation address, don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Stay hungry and stay foolish. No one is better at being you than you. And Michelle Obama, in her University of Maryland speech, have confidence in your abilities. You are graduates. You made it. Take it wherever you go because you have earned it. And Adam Grant said, imposter syndrome is not a clue that you are underqualified. It's a sign of hidden potential. When you think others are overestimating you, it's more likely you're underestimating yourself. Restating from earlier, innovate, make an impact, and connect with others. How to connect with others? Well, by saying yes to getting involved with the College of Global Futures Alumni Association, and better yet, say yes and join the alumni board. Together, we can make an impact. And you never know, you may be the one up here next year giving this speech. So thank you and congratulations on your huge accomplishment.
Thank you, Amy. It's our tradition here to sing the ASU alma mater at this point in the ceremony. And today, we have a special addition to help us do that. The alma mater will be performed by Priority Mail. It's an ASU a cappella group. The singers today are Wyatt Eastman, Max Standard, Dylan Stuckey, and Cameron Gray. The lyrics are on the screen if you would like to sing along.
Where the bold saguaros raise their arms on high, praying strength for brave tomorrows from the western sky, where eternal mountains kneel at sunset's gate. Here we hail the alma mater, Arizona State. Arizona State.
In 3 decades of graduation, that's the best rendition I've heard of the alma mater. So, distinguished guests and graduates, this concludes the fall 2023 College of Global Futures Convocation. We're grateful you were able to attend today's ceremony and invite you to join us for light refreshments outdoors on the west side of Gamage. As the recessional begins, please remain in your seats until the platform party and the graduates have exited the theater. Thank you and congratulations, graduates.